Hello, my lovelies. Happy Friday, friends. Welcome in to What About This, an extension of the Eighth and Grace podcast, where we are going to chat just enough to get us through lunch. Not an entire meal, but a bite sized snack, if you will. Think about this as a bestie convo to keep us going through the rest of our day. Are y'all ready? Let's go. Hey, friend. Welcome in to What About This, the podcast episode on Friday where we spill the tea that didn't make it to Tuesday's episode. You know, the space where we say the things we're not always sure we can say out loud, but we probably should. And this one, it's no different. It's going to be a little lighthearted, tender, and timely. But y'all, I love these Friday episodes. I love getting on this microphone and talking to y'all just about whatever is on my heart, whatever the Lord's been pulling at, and just fun stuff, right? But there's a lot going on in the world right now. A lot in the world, in our group chats, in your heart. And y'all, I'm just going to say it. It's also, there's a lot going on in Target's seasonal aisle too. Or maybe that's just for me. But if you felt overwhelmed, overstimulated, or you're just straight up weary, and summer hasn't even really started, or not even in the official weeks yet, right? I want you to know you're not alone. And it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to say, oh, this is overwhelming. Because look, even good things can be overwhelming. A full plate is just that, it's a full plate. But today, we're going to talk just a little bit about protecting your peace in the middle of madness and refusing to shrink just to make someone else feel more comfortable. And if you're anything like me, you've been asking here lately, how do I protect my peace without hiding from the world, right? Because there's so much going on, but we still need to protect our peace. And how do I stay soft when everything else around me just feels so sharp? So today, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about protecting our eyes, ears, and your heart. So let's start right here. Not everything deserves access to your spirit. Not even friends that you've accumulated or acquired or met online. Not everything deserves access to your spirit. You are allowed, and actually, you're invited to guard your heart, your scroll, and your screen time. Proverbs tells us above all else to guard our heart, for everything we do flows from it, right? And that's not just a vague idea, that's a holy assignment. And right now, I'm praying, God, protect me. Protect my eyes from what numbs me. Protect my ears from what grieves me. And my heart from what divides. Because I don't know if you've noticed this right now. And it's not even just right now. Did you hear that door slam? That was Lucy Jade and her little puppy. That was her and Dolly coming in to see what Nana's doing. But it's not just what's going on in the world right now, right? It's what's been going on for a while. And the world is just so quick to speak death instead of life. And a lot of times here lately, and I think it's just because people don't know how to handle what's going on, there's so much sarcasm dressed up as humor and gossip labeled as my air quotes right now as just venting, and whole posts crafted to tear people down, sometimes in the name of keeping it real. But, sister, we're called to speak truth in love. And we're here to build one another up and not break and tear each other down with trendy sounds or snarky captions. Even if it's trending, we may not need to be a part of it. If it's not edifying, if it's stirring up fear, or if it's toxic under the guise of funny, this is your permission slip, not that you needed one, but you can opt out of that because you're not just too sensitive. You're just spiritually awake. And when the headlines are loud, they're like roaring in your ears, and it seems like the opinions are louder, and the swirl of it all just like is threatening to steal your peace before you've even finished your morning coffee. When that's happening to me, I just have to stop and pray. And that's what I'm going to do this summer so that I can enjoy this time to be present. God, guard my eyes, guard my ears, and guard my heart. It's simple, But it's so necessary for us to say, God, guard my eyes, guard my ears, and guard my heart. Because, y'all, what we're consuming, it shapes what we carry. So here's your gentle, grace-filled invitation this morning on a Friday morning, the year of our Lord 2025, June the 6th. You can limit your doom scrolling. It's okay to fast from certain voices if they're creating anything other than peace or joy or pulling you up. Protect your inner peace like sacred ground, because it is. And my little mini rhythm tip this morning is we can create a morning rhythm that opens our ears to heaven before the world. Even if it's just a breath prayer or 5 minutes in our Bible. And if you're like me, you know I'm going to say with my lavender latte, we don't have to buy into the propaganda. So now let's just shift our conversation. We're going to go from guarding our peace to reclaiming our joy. This one, this is for me. This is truly how I'm starting my summer. I'm not falling for the propaganda this summer. I'm not falling for the propaganda that I need to shrink to be seen, that my joy needs a filter to be shared, or that my body has to earn a spot in the sun. And this may be a little triggering for some of us, and it's meant to be in the gentlest, tenderest way, but we have permission to say and kick the enemy in the teeth while we're doing it. Not this body, not this soul, and not this year. Because the same culture that's overwhelming our minds is also trying to convince us that our bodies are not enough. But here's the truth. Our joy is going to be found in the resistance of that culture, and holiness is presence and not perfection. So if you want to say it like me with my summer manifesto, I've never even had a summer manifesto, but this year, I mean it. I'm here for the joy. I'm here for the joy list. I'm here for the musings of grace. I'm here to be present with my people. We deserve to be filled with joy and to experience happiness and love. And we don't have to stand in shame. We don't have to continue to feel like we have to get our body ready for summer. I'm truly getting my mind ready to stop hiding. My heart is ready to receive that joy. And my soul, I'm ready to just take up holy space. And I am stewarding this body better and making healthier choices. But that's not so that I can look a certain way. It's to be healthy and to be whole. And truly, I have a whole live traveling circus behind me that I need to be here for. This body of mine, she survived so many storms. And she has carried me in strength when I've been weak. And she still bloomed. So this summer, we're claiming. Are y'all with me? I am going to be in the pictures. Not pictures just for vanity, but pictures because we deserve to be in the moment. I don't know if you're like me, but I looked back on my phone, and for so many years, there are so many memories and pictures of my family, of my friends, of places we've been, and I wasn't in them. And it wasn't because I wasn't there. It was because I didn't feel like I looked like I wanted to look, so I just wasn't in them. And that's not okay. So this year, I'm wearing the swimsuit. And yes, I am going to raise my arms. Even when I raise them, sometimes they're going to shake a little extra. I'm going to laugh like heaven is near because he is. I'm not chasing perfection. I'm just practicing presence. And I'm inviting you to practice it with me. Are you ready for another mini rhythm tip? Hey, I have been coming in hot. I have been coming in clutch with our list and our rhythms. I'm like so proud of the fact I've never done this, but I'm truly trying to simplify life so that we can enjoy the moment. Before you pick up your phone, pick up your peace every morning. Even if it's just a 30-second breath prayer, even if it's just whispering, Jesus, cover my mind today. Even if it's just, hey, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing me to wake up and serve you, to give me another day. And thank you for giving me a sound mind and not one of a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind, because he created us with one. And we can claim it over fear. We can claim it over shame. We can claim it over doubt. If it's 90 degrees outside, your girl's going to drink the lavender latte anyway. The first one is always coming in hot, always coming in hot. And then, maybe throughout the day, we'll throw it iced in there. There's just something about a hot coffee, no matter what temperature it is, especially just like smelling the aroma of the lavender. And I love it. I love the presence. But you are allowed to set boundaries with the noise. If I can encourage you with anything today, I would tell you to set boundaries with the external and the internal. Silence your critic today. You're allowed to turn the volume down on fear and dial up the joy. Like when I was growing up, I remember, was it 107? Was it 107 or 103? Turn it up and rip the knob off. Like that's what that just brought to my mind. Anyway, you're allowed to dial up joy. And no, you're not called to edit yourself for someone else's comfort. You don't have to be everything for everyone. That goes for us mamas. That goes for us wives. That goes for us sisters. That goes for us friends. We're not called to be everything for everyone. We just need to be rooted in what's true and love at our capacity and serve. So I'm going to remind you of this today. You're not too much. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're becoming. So today, let's agree. Let's be women who speak life online, in real life, and in our own minds. And let's create spaces of light, even in a culture that thrives on shade. Because you were made for joy, you were made for truth, and for freedom. So let's walk like it. Protect our eyes, our ears, and our hearts so that we can do so. Can you imagine what kind of summer we'll experience if we truly hold on to these words and walk like we were made for joy, for truth, and for freedom? Are y'all so excited? That was all we have today for Friday. Like, that was truly maybe like a salad this time. But if this episode spoke to your soul, would you share it with a friend who's trying to protect her peace too? And do me a favor, don't forget you can download this month's Graceless Goals Guide and our Summer Manifesto using the link that I'll put in the show notes, but it's on the website, my website at brandyadawson.com. Let's make this a summer of soul care, sacred boundaries, and showing up whole. Until next time, protect your peace, stay in the Word, and don't fall for the noise. Love you, friend.